Guys, what up? This is HD Game, and we have another modded survival gameplay today, and I'm getting lag for some reason. Hello? Why are we lagging? Okay, there we go. I was just wanting to show you guys real quick, by the way. This lava system refilled the lava tank. And if we go over into the nether, which I have to get my bearings, go down here real quick, we can see, because I set up this whole system and the tanks are both full and everything, and it's not, the magmatic engine is still not requesting lava, you see it's not on. So, it's working, which is great. And so today, what we're actually going to do is what we were supposed to do last episode, but then we ran into that little issue. We're going to be working on the UU matter production today. And so, a few changes I made were, first off, I made 2 more mass fabricators. Don't really know why. I was having issues with the chunk loaders actually not loading, and then I had huge amounts of scrap all coming out, and I'm like, didn't know if this was producing so much scrap or what, and it turns out that the chunk loaders weren't really working very well in a line. I had them in a line pattern before, and it was just going this way, and so I put a didn't know I could break those so easy. I put a new chunk loader here, which loads this 3x3 area, and I don't know if you can see this, but dude, chunk loaders. I don't know if you can see this chunk loader. You probably can't, but it's just showing you that there's a 3x3 area where the chunk loaders are. No real big deal though. So, I also found out that these were producing way too much cobble for this system, which made sense because there's 32 those things, 32 of these things, and there's only like, what, 11? Oh, there's gotta be more than 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 19. There's 19 recyclers, and 32 cobble going into it was a little bit too much. So at first, I put red wire on this, red alloy wire. Found out not a very good idea because the red alloy wire will actually go through and switch these iron pipes, and ran into an issue there. So I just put a bunch of levers down, and that was still had too much going through, so I did this little thing where like 2/3 of the cobble goes into here and 1/3 goes into a void pipe, and it seems to be working out pretty well because, I mean, like, all the recyclers are staying stocked. This one's actually gonna run out, but it's because I just reloaded the server and the sage wasn't loaded. But otherwise, you'll see a bunch of cobble just bouncing in and out, and it doesn't seem to be doing too much harm to the server. Something else I did is I made another ultimate hybrid solar panel. So now we have 2, and if I get my yellow bag with all my tools, I can get my EU reader to show you that this guy is getting roughly around a little bit more than 1,000 EU, which makes sense because there's probably like 19. There's like 19, I said, I'm pretty sure, like recyclers back there. And then I changed this to do a retriever. I had a filter there before, and I've just been letting it run, and we've been getting a good amount of UU matter. So I really would like to start the factory today, but I think instead of starting the factory, I'm going to do more UU matter production first. And I'm getting lag again. That's so weird. I don't know what I'm getting the lag from either. But I'm figured we might as well beef up this whole system here a little bit, and these are actually falling behind a little bit now, so I'm going to get rid of this pipe for now, so it sends all the cobble in there just until it catches up. And so the first thing we're going to work on is, instead of building all the recyclers, because that's what I'm going to do eventually, I'm going to put one overclocker upgrade in each of these, and I'll show you why in a sec. So if we measure the EU here, we can see we have 16. Interesting. We have 16. Oh yeah, because these aren't running. It's gonna be like, we should be getting around 19, but if we made these run, we would be getting 19 for sure. And so, but we're getting 16. So one thing we can do is, if we put one overclocker upgrade in this and we measure the EU, we can see it's still 16. And the reason for this is overclockers, actually we can just measure the EU on this guy too, and it's still 1. One overclocker in a recycler will increase the speed, however not the EU, because it's such a subtle amount. It's smaller than it's smaller than 0.5 EU to add an overclocker. It stays at 1 EU per tick, which is great, because that means I can have an overclocker in each one of these and it would still be 1 EU per tick per each machine, not like a lot more. Now, however, if you do that with like a compressor or something to that extent, you'll notice that the EU usage will go up. But like I said, it's such a small amount with the recyclers that doesn't really affect it. So in order to make overclockers though for each one of these machines, and that'll be eventually when I get all the recyclers in here, a total of 88 overclockers, well minus 1, 87 because I have one in there. It's going to be kind of a pain, because if you look, overclockers right here are, well, they can be made a couple different ways because GregTech is installed, but the helium cells and the sodium potassium coolant cells, I believe that's what that is, because Na is sodium and K is potassium, I'm pretty sure. They make 2, which is nice, but 10K coolant cells are pretty easy to get. Now, in normal IC2 without GregTech, I believe you can just put a water cell and a compressor and get a 10K coolant cell. But with GregTech installed, you have to do the tin around it. Now, I could be wrong. It could be that you can still do that. I should probably actually test that before I say that, but I already said it. But anyway, the problem with these things is they don't stack, and it's a pain in the butt to craft. So I decided I'm going to have turtles make them for me, because turtles are awesome. So I'm actually going to write a little script that will, number 1, automatically fill the cells. I'll just have to put tin in there and electronic circuits and copper cables. It'll automatically make the cells. Oh, you see, now this is interesting, because I can use like a water bucket. Huh. Actually, I thought it was just cells, but somebody changed that. So actually, let's go do a little test. If I grab myself some tin, because I don't have any with me, if I grab myself some tin from over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have water buckets in my red bag. This is my building supplies bag, which is kind of a mess right now. If I get my crafting table and put this bucket here, let's see, does it give me my bucket back? Yes, it does. Okay, so great. So I was going to do this all out of cells, but since we can use buckets, I'll do it that way. So I'll have a turtle automatically fill a bucket with water and then craft these 10k coolant cells, because they don't stack, I'm pretty sure. At least last time I checked they didn't stack, but should probably get the nearest water source is upstairs, and I don't really feel like going up there because I'm lazy. So if we do this, I don't think they stacked. Yeah, they don't stack, you see. So we'll have a turtle fill up the bucket, like I said, and then craft it, and then we'll have another turtle actually craft the overclockers, and we can see maybe we can get them to work in pairs, maybe GPS, but that might be a little complicated. I might just tell one to make the coolant cells and the other one to make the overclockers. But yeah, so I'm going to go do some coding, and I'll show you guys what I actually come up with in a little while. So see you in a few. Okay, whoa, lag, and okay, there we go. Okay, so hey, I am back, and after doing a little coding, haven't really actually tested this out yet, but this turtle actually is my bog earth crafter. He I originally wrote him to make bog earth, and then he would drop it down there, and it would go here into this golden pipe, and then up the red pipe into or down that red pipe and back around. Basically it made its way into the peat bog, which is one of the old forestry farms. But anyway, because he wasn't really doing anything, I decided to repurpose him for this. So if I go to my directory, you can see I have my bog earth, and then I have this program called Coolant. And so if I take a bucket, put it right there, and some tin. Now, I have not tested this, so I do not know if it'll work or not, and if it doesn't, I should probably fix it. But if I run Coolant, yep, at line 40, okay, so actually, and I have this other program that I use to do it. Oh yeah, there's my problem. I see. I had an extra end in there. I use a different program to edit it, so I just edited it in that other program, and now if I run it, hey, look, we have coolant cells showing up in here. So what this is doing is basically filling up the water bucket with the water below it, and then it crafts a coolant cell and puts it in the top right slot, and then throws it in this chest, and it will in a cycle it will make 27 coolant cells, which is just enough to fill up this chest. Hold on, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 3. 9 by 3 is 27, right? Or am I just... yeah. Okay, well... I don't know what was up with that. It should have made 27, but whatever, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that it filled it all up. And so now here I have a program called Overclocker, and basically if you set up the recipe like this, so an overclocker, you see electronic circuit and the copper cables. If you run overclocker, if I could spell C-L-O-C-K-E-R. Another error, which I'll go fix real quick in that other program that I used to program. Yep, you got two N's down there. Kind of funny that I made the mistake on both. Okay, so now if I run overclocker, you can see it's actually taking the cells from up here, putting them in there, making it, and then throwing it in this chest. And now we have an automatic way of making overclocker upgrades. Which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. So there we go, we just made 9 overclocker upgrades automatically. Well, pretty much automatically. We just have to resupply them. I think what went wrong here is probably it's just the water didn't regen, and so to fix that, I will just put a little bit of weight in between each crafting cycle, and then here it obviously made 9. But now since it made these 9, we can go ahead and install them into our wrong way, because I'm a noob. We can go ahead and install it into our recyclers. I couldn't think of the name there. Ooh, that's not good. Why are they? Huh. It's weird. I don't know why these don't have cobble in them right now. Could just be that they just need a little extra boost. More cobble, I should say, not boost. But anyway, so if I do that now, I have already taken a video of this to see how long it takes to make a UU matter, and I'll throw it in my program real quick and find out how much time it takes. But what I'm gonna do before that is actually throw an overclocker, one overclocker in all of these, and then we'll see if it improves the speed, and I'm pretty sure it will. I just wanted to make sure before, you know, like I go full blown, make a bunch of overclockers and find out that it doesn't really affect the speed. So I'm just going to do this for now, and I don't know why those don't have cobble. So I'm not going to put overclockers in those last two because they don't have cobble. But I'm pretty sure it's already generating more scrap. We'll find out. Yeah, because I mean, like, look at the cobble. I'm gonna actually get rid of this. That should help it. And lag again, but anyway, let's see. What are we up to now? Yeah, I have to figure out what we're doing with this UU matter, because it's just gonna keep on building up. Okay, so taking out that void transport pipe should help. It's obviously sped it up somewhat because the cobble isn't keeping up now. So taking that out should help, and let's just make sure. Oh yeah, we might actually want to put this on a timer because this buffer I thought it would pulse a lot quicker than it does. It doesn't pulse very quick. So we'll see. No, yeah, I was gonna say some news should be coming in here. Yeah, wow, that was like a stack. Okay. But yeah, it looks like it's keeping up somewhat. I don't know why these are not getting cobbled. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, the overclockers are definitely... Wow. They're definitely burning through the cobble a lot quicker. And so actually what I'm going to do is I'm pretty sure it's faster. I would be really surprised if it wasn't faster at this point. Oh yeah, I can tell just by looking at it that it's going a lot faster. Yeah, wow, because we have like a UU going in, or I mean scrap going in just about all the time. So part of the reason I should say too that I made these other mass fabs, which I don't know why the texture's screwed up on them either. Um, I thought I'd be to the point where I'd be making scrap, so much scrap that one mass fab wouldn't be able to keep up with it. So that was the whole idea behind making all of the recyclers. But just for comparison's sake, I'm actually gonna go ahead real quick and time it, and we'll see the difference between the overclockers and not having the overclockers. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, after looking at the video, they were actually pretty much the same with and without the overclockers. However, it's pretty obvious that it goes faster with overclockers in there. Like if I take it out and you're watching it and then you put it in, you can obviously see it's going faster. So I only took like 3 and averaged them out, and they were all the same. They turned out to be the same. But you know, I'm gonna keep on doing the overclockers because I think it'll make it faster. And remember how I said I needed the whole void pipe thing? I took out the void pipe for a sec. This is why I kind of need it. There's a lot of cobble going through there, and that causes lag. So anyway, I could actually, while we're here, I'll show you real quick that obviously it's 19 ticks or 19 EU per tick. Still, even though we have all the overclockers, but I thought today we might as well just go ahead and make some more recyclers to deal with it. The UU matter. Also, I'm going to have to wind up turning off the system because I don't have a factory yet to start doing stuff. And you know, I've been debating whether to go ahead and do the scrap, make more scrap first, or make the factory. And I'm thinking scrap is the way to go, because then I can just get that done with. But I wouldn't mind having the factory going right away too. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go with the recyclers, I'm thinking, because the factory is probably gonna be like 3 episodes or so of all this stuff. I already have a plan though for it. I haven't actually tested it, but I do have a plan for how I would like to handle all the crafting and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 64 more whatchamacallit, recyclers real quick, and actually I'm going to record and then do a super speed of it so you guys can actually see me. So I'll see you once we come out of super speed. Okay, and there we go. We have 64 recyclers. Quite a bit of resources there, not gonna lie, but definitely worth it in the long run. I'm sure, because then we'll be getting more scrap. So, things that are really gonna kill me, I think, are the overclockers. I had to go tap my trees because I'm out of rubber, and I was centrifuging rubber, and then I found out if you take your resin, there, I was using it in the oh, you can make torches out of it? I did not know that. The extractor, I was extracting it, not centrifuging it. Found out in an industrial centrifuge, though, if you put 4 sticky resin in an extractor, you'd get a total of 12 rubber, and instead you get 14. But it does require a lot of EU, but, you know, really no big deal. So, I'm going to start doing that from now on, and, the only other thing we're going to need is, I know we're going to need some brass for the tubing and some retrievers. So I'm going to go ahead and, are those filters? Wow, I got a lot of filters. Let's see, what is that? Blue alloying it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some retrievers real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I went ahead and crafted 10 retrievers, which should be enough for now. And I'm just gonna throw this in my, just making a few extra things. I'm bringing along 35 glass fiber cables. Should be enough. The cobble's dissipating too. Okay. So, we're actually going to have to call it an episode after placing these. These episodes go really quick, not gonna lie. When you're recording, when you're playing, it doesn't really seem like it, that it's going that quick, but when you actually, you know, look at the time, and it's like, wow. And I have no brass, right? Because I left it over there like a noob. Unless if it's in this bag, which I don't think it is. Yep, I forgot the brass. Okay, go ahead and go back over here. And take that much. I have a lot more brass, it's just that's how much I'm gonna take. I'll grab some glass too. That should be enough. 1 over. And I do have a crafting table though. So go ahead and take that. Make that. Okay. That should be enough tubes. Now, simple as just placing them at this point. And now, whoa, like, I should be drawing 22 maybe? Yeah, okay, so each one of these, I guess, columns you could call it, or sections, will have 22 recyclers drawing a total of 22 EU per tick, with all the overclockers included, which isn't bad. Okay, so I'm going to then kinda setting up beforehand makes this go a lot easier. See, what do I need? 1 more? Okay, and now, oh good, there's cobble coming up here too already. Just saw some go in. Okay, and now Didn't lay out the glass fiber cable, so I'll do that now. Can actually just click on the cobblestone and then don't have to shift. Excuse me. Kind of like, I don't know what happened there. It was like, felt like a burp, but I don't really think it was a burp. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, and so now something I thought I was gonna have to do, which actually I don't, is I thought I was gonna have to have more than one LV transformer and more than one MV transformer with the way the packets are handled. However, just watched a video by Nebris and oh shit, that ain't good. Huh. Okay, well, I can put a panel or a cover over that. I have to go grab one, but anyway, as I was saying, I just saw a video by Nebris where he actually went through the like all the mechanics, like he was exploring them, and it wasn't like really an interesting video, I guess as you could say, but it was very, oh, I found it interesting to say. I found it interesting because it showed all the he kind of showed the mechanics and stuff, and I thought it worked way different than it actually did. So with the LV transformer, I thought it only put out a 32 packet, like a packet of 32 EU, and that was it. But it actually turns out it puts out like 4 or something like that, so I won't need it because originally, like, if it only did 32, I need 88 because I have 88 recyclers that each draw 1 EU per tick. You know, it's like, I don't know if you're following me, but if you are, you would need like at least 3 transformers because each one does 32, and 32 times 3 would be 96. I don't know if that made sense to anybody, but if it did, you know what I'm talking about. Also, we're going to run into an issue here, so I'm going to have to put a cover here. Right here. Nice. And then I'll just run these over like this. And take my chainsaw. Ooh, getting wood achievement. Take my, shoot. This is gonna screw up the system a little bit, but I wanted that wood. Okay, so now, if I jetpack and place these things, will it place it the right way? Yes, it will. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 5 for now, and then run these tubes over. So basically I'm mirroring the bottom here, and now what I'm going to do also is, because we have a total of 22 plus 20, we have 44 recyclers, so 32 cobblestone should be no problem now. You know, this thing, it should keep up like no problem. And I'm going to make a bunch of whoa, why? Oh, this is on. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make a bunch of jacketed wire and go all up and down too, so you can turn these things on and off. But for now, let's go ahead and I didn't bring any red alloy wire. Son of a gun. I need blue alloy wire and red alloy wire, so let's go ahead and grab some. Wrong chest. I have some right here. That should be enough. Oh, I have some more tubes too. Blue alloy, I'll probably need a little bit more though. Let's see what I can do. 1, 2, 3. And wool. I have 3 wool. Okay. Gonna go outside, share some sheep, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and gotta say, I love these bags. I have all my tools in here, so you can see I just used my shear and got exactly 6 wool, which is great, because then I can make 12 more blue alloy wire. Now we'll go back, and after this we're gonna have to call it an episode. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so 32 cobble, obviously not enough to keep up. I don't know why they're all going towards the right and not the left, though. So let me go ahead and hook this up, and I should be able to do it all from back here. Oh shoot, just broke a retriever. Did I pick it up? Nope. I gotta stop saying I noticed I said like way too much last episode. It's like kind of a natural thing to do though, when I don't know what to say. See, I just did it there without even meaning to do it. Wow, I really gotta get out of that habit. And is going to be my new thing. Go ahead and oh, let's see, I ran that like that. Oh, okay, this is going to be challenging. I don't know if I can do this or not. Can I? Apparently not. But I can do that. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently doesn't work out too well, so we'll just leave. Apparently you can't just have the 2 cables, you need to have all 3, which is no big deal. After the power balances out, I should all be working after I put the red alloy wire on. And is my new thing, totally. Put it like that. And I really gotta stop saying and now. Like that. There we go. This isn't finished by any means, but it's working for now. And we should see actually a lot come through, so I'm actually going to enable these 2 so they can take the other scrap that it can't all take. There we go. It's looking pretty good. And now for sure I need to do more cobble generation. And it's starting to backflow because there's a little bit too much, but that's okay. After a little while it should all balance out, and wow, this battery box just drained a little bit. Hopefully that just filled up all the internal buffers. I might need more solar panels. We'll find out. Considering it's staying at a constant level, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. these things are still going, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of scrap saved up there. And if we look, we should be drawing... Now I'm gonna guess, because we're generating 32 cobble, I'm gonna say we're drawing around 32 EU. Yeah, 30. So... right around 32. So that means that if we have 4 of these, we're probably gonna need, yeah, 6 altogether. 6 like silos. But yeah. So I'm going to call this an episode because it's getting pretty long and got a good amount done today. Wow, we just got 64. I have to see, because now that these things are done with their scrap, I'm going to put the torch back on so they don't run anymore. And hopefully... doesn't seem like we're generating more, but we're staying pretty stable. Generating a good amount of UU, which is good. Yeah, because I mean you can see it coming all in there. And I have this chest here, which actually lag inbound because the recyclers are having issues keeping up. Actually going to manually pulse this a few times too. I should probably wrap up the episode, but I'm going to go ahead and do this at least. Get a lever. Just manually pulse this a few times. There we go. Now the sand and the dirt and stuff is kind of going to throw it off because it's not going to know what to do with it, because most of these have cobble in there, but hopefully it can find open spots. And we'll just pulse this to let some more go through the system faster, because like I said, the buffer doesn't actually pulse it very quickly. There's my golden chest, I want that. Hopefully I don't completely overload this thing and it doesn't all backflow, because that would be bad. Yeah, all these recyclers aren't full yet. There's those ones up there that don't have stuff in them yet, and they have tubes, right? Yep. So, good. We didn't overflow the system, so it was a positive. I did have an issue though where Buildcraft pipes apparently now make explosion noises if you have too much stuff going through them. I had an issue with that earlier, but I was able to resolve it because I hit it with a wrench, a bunch of cobble went flying all over, and I was luckily able to get a lava bucket out of my bag, and I just put it down and all the cobble got destroyed. Luckily, that could have been a really bad server crash. And there's something else I noticed is when you shut down the server, I know this episode should have ended a while ago too, right? But if you have items in your tubes, they don't stick around. They like disappear, which is kind of strange. I don't know if that was intended or not. But, yep. There we go. Okay, so all that stuff will filter its way through there. We're generating a ton of UU matter now. This one mass fab is keeping up, but it looks like just barely. It's going to be to the point where we're going to be generating more UU than this thing, or more scrap than this thing can handle. And then these guys will come into play. But, yeah, this is pretty good wrapping up point, so I'm gonna call it here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys continue watching the series. Peace out.